took me for a flat water paddle in front of the Tjibaou Cultural Centre. And it was a beautiful, beautiful morning sunrise. So I decided to show Sarah what I do, a little bit of stand-up paddle fitness. So we paddled around, did a little warm-up with the sunrise, which was absolutely amazing. Even though we had to get up really early, it's totally worth it to see the sunrise. And we did a little bit of exercise. I did some stand-up paddle yoga poses, or tried to do some of them on the board. Sometimes I fall in. So I tried a headstand and got knocked off. But that's the cool thing about stand-up paddle fitness. You fall in, you get wet, get back on the board and try again. So it was fun to hang out with Sarah in the beautiful morning light. This morning we took a trip to Tjibaou, the Cultural Centre of Nouméa, and I got to meet Emmanuel, the director of the Cultural Centre.
I'm Tjibaou Emmanuel, director of the Tjibaou Cultural Centre in Nouméa, New Caledonia, South Pacific.
When we first met him, we got to do a traditional greeting.
Ole.
So we exchanged gifts, and then he took us into a ceremonial hut.
When we enter into this type of house, it's a ceremonial house. So we used to make all the ceremony in front of the big house.
And I found it interesting because every piece of the hut has a meaning. When you go inside, there's one post that goes up through the middle.
This big post here is representing the one who lead the tribe. And all the posts around, they represent all the clan. And it's like they all supporting this guy. So we all part of a big structure that is the world. And he linked the ancestor in the soil, in the ground. He links us, and up in the rooftop. And this is the beginning of the sky.
They all lead up to the top of the hut, which is, rooting to the ground, and then up to when they pass on to their next life. That was really interesting because they value both male and females equally here, and you don't find that in many places around the world. Emmanuel took us around the cultural center and explained the culture of the Kanaks.
All the people here, they were not buried. For the island, they put the corpse into a canoe and then they go back to the sea. And up in the mountain, the body was put in the banyan tree.
The sidewalk you go through and it tells a story from beginning to the end. So coming into this tour today, I didn't realize that Tjibaou was Emmanuel's father. And he wanted to build a relationship properly with the Europeans, but he ended up being killed by some extremists. I felt it like wholeheartedly that, the Kanaks have worked very hard. They just want to find a balance and a way for everyone to get along.
For me, the Tjibaou Cultural Centre is, I think it's an achievement for us, and especially for our culture, our elders, to be treated as a part of humanity. It is much important for us.